What's up, everybody? We're back as promised for some Super Bowl bets, predictions, picks, whatever you want to call it. We're back, Super Bowl 56. And as you can see, Brandon is back. Welcome back, Brandon. Super excited for this. And I'm also super excited to announce that the bonuses and all the amazing stuff in the description is here for you again during the Super Bowl. You don't have to follow me if you want. I'm Matt with Beard Laws, but definitely follow these guys.
Brandon J. McDermott.
And at the Ohana Jones.
This is a Super Bowl that I don't think a lot of people really had planned at the beginning of the year. How many people put money on the Rams? Well, there was actually one guy who won $1 million on a crazy spread. But the Cincinnati Bengals, who would have thought that Joe Burrow would have been the first quarterback selected number one overall, second year, brought his team to the Super Bowl?
Well, you know, his dad coached at Nebraska, and I believe his uncle played at Nebraska, and he could have come to Nebraska, but both coaches, Bo Pelini, Mike Riley, actually three coaches, and Scott Frost, all played the cards wrong. Pelini didn't offer him, Scott Frost didn't offer him, and Mike Riley offered too late. So that's how it goes.
I just think that this is now a new era of quarterbacks, right? You have, well, Tom Brady just recently retiring. You have Ben Roethlisberger probably on his way out too. So who do we got next? Joe Burrow is definitely going to be one of them.
It's a new era for the quarterbacks. The one thing that is a little bit weird for me, being 18 weeks in the regular season, football, the Super Bowl is a week back. Everybody is thinking that it's this week, the 5th and 6th, but no, it is the 13th. And the Rams are a 4.5 home point favorite. And the reason they're a 4.5 home field advantage, they're playing in their home stadium. And the over-under is 48.5. So, Brandon, I'm going to let you go ahead.
For all the marbles, the two teams everyone knew would be here, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady going for an unprecedented 8th Super Bowl. Wait, what? Oh, it's not those two teams? It's the Bengals and the Rams? Well, then, goes to show what we all knew, huh? These Bengals are the happy story of 2022, of the entire NFL season, and they hadn't won a playoff game in 30 years, and now they're one game away, just 60 minutes from somewhere they've never been, hoisting that Lombardi trophy over their heads. This is a tall order. Every NFL game is. Every playoff game is. Every Super Bowl is a dogfight of dogfights. Just 3 years ago, Cincinnati head coach Zach Taylor was the quarterback's coach for the Rams under Sean McVay. Times have certainly changed. There's no hotter coach right now in the NFL than Zach Taylor. And when it comes to the game, there are several things to watch out for on the Bengals side. We've seen the Bengals offensive line struggle. We've seen all the memes about Zach Taylor's quarterback, Joe Burrow, getting sacked all those times. And it's certainly going to be felt this game, or it could be, if the Rams have their way. The matchup of the game, in my opinion, is Cincinnati receiver Jamar Chase and Rams corner Jalen Ramsey. If Joe Burrow can make the magic happen again and keep that magic going, Chase can burn him deep. It could make things very interesting in this game. Now, on the other side, the Rams, they're built for this. Look up and down that roster. Their GM, Les Snead, traded for both Matthew Stafford and for Von Miller, and they are stacked from top to bottom. Cooper Kupp, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, got playmakers everywhere. Heck, the Los Angeles Rams, they don't have any draft picks this year. That shows how much they built into and put into this team. The Rams, they haven't had to lean on that run game at all in the playoffs. And out of like 96, 97 carries, they've only averaged 2.9 yards a carry. If they can get that run game going, if they need it, it would definitely add another layer for them. If it's a close game, Matthew Stafford is obviously one to watch. 34 career fourth quarter comebacks. That's tied for 5th most in NFL history. Nothing to scoff at. You saw what it was like for them last game at home with the San Francisco 49ers and all those Niners fans.
Wasn't that wild?
It was wild. So I don't know if that home field advantage is going to have that much of an impact here, especially it being a Super Bowl. That said, where does this put us? The Rams are obviously the smart pick. Vegas likes them. I want the Bengals to win. I am hoping they win, but I'm taking the Rams in the money line, and I'm also taking the over.
I mean, look, I just love this matchup in general. I think it's the culmination of a wacky and wild playoffs where I'd personally be fine with seeing either team win. This could be as good of a game as we've seen this season. No matter what you think the team's weaknesses are, we will be watching playmakers on both sides of the ball for both teams. And I think that's what legends are made of in the Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals, yeah, they definitely need to rely on the brilliance and the magic of Joe Burrow. We can talk about the pass catchers and ball carriers all we want. And I know you just mentioned some Jamar Chase. I will also add in some T. Higgins. I'll reiterate, though, the 9 sacks from the Tennessee game. This is an elite front seven from the Los Angeles Rams. And look, the Bengals offensive line can only hope, wish, pray to contain them at best. I am more concerned about Joe Burrow being able to throw the ball at all. On the defensive side, they have playmakers as well. Trey Hendrickson's going to have to be heroic again. I know he's not 100% physically, but I know he wouldn't miss this game for the world. Also, a couple of safeties in Jesse Bates and Von Bell that have got an interception in each of the last 2 games. If Cincinnati wants a legitimate shot at this game, and I do think they can get it, that's where they're going to have to win it. And then, of course, for the Rams to win it, they're going to have to not have those turnovers happen to them. As I switch to them, they have the defensive playmakers that you already mentioned, Brandon, and also they have Matthew Stafford with Odell Beckham Jr. now being a 100-yard receiver in a game for the first time since 2019. Are you kidding me? However, they're also in a position to, well, like I just said, unravel. 5 turnovers in the last 2 games for LA. But also keep in mind that we've seen a flawless game from them in these playoffs. 0 turnovers in that 34-11 drubbing of a good Arizona Cardinals team that also, I just feel like that just seems like a millennium ago. I think an interception is also almost inevitable because of how aggressive Stafford is, and he'll just miss the occasional throw, and he has to be aggressive. I agree with him. But guys like Cam Akers and other skill position players have to support him by not fumbling the ball. This game should come down to maybe turnovers and just who will make that one magical play, because I think this is so close. If I had to, I would take the Bengals because they have that field goal. As long as that line is at a field goal or more, 3.5 or more, I'll take the Bengals because, look, the last few games have been decided by field goals in overtime. I'll take that all day as well. If I play the money line, though, my head has to go to the Rams.
I'm interested, one, because there's that bye week this week. Who's going to get rested? They have extra time to prepare. The Rams, which I thought they did a very interesting job. They knew it was going to be a physical game last week. They put the pads on a Thursday, which they typically don't put on until Friday or Saturday. I see them having another physical game, getting the pads on early. I think we talked about it last week, but it's almost 20 years. I think it's been 18 years where every Super Bowl has either had a Roethlisberger, Manning, Brady, or the San Francisco 49ers. Just a couple of quick little stats. The Rams are 6-3 against the spread in their last 9 games. They're 8-1 straight up with that money line in their last 9. They're 5-1-1 against the Cincinnati Bengals in their last 7 games. Obviously, the Cincinnati Bengals are a much different team, but Cincinnati 7-0 against the spread in their last 7, and the under in 4 of the last 5 games. I have personally ridden the under. Almost every single game this playoff has gone under, which is absolutely wild. Both games last week went under. I capitalized on that thanks to the bonuses in the description. I'm going to stay with the under here. I do agree with you on this, Matt. I think it's going to be a close game, and I agree with you, Brandon. I do like the Rams in the money line, but I really do like the Bengals going 8-0 against the spread, especially at 4.5 right now. This is where you have the Rams 10-10 against the spread on the year. The Bengals 13-7 against the spread this year. So I'm also excited because I love the prop bets. Absolutely love them. If you don't know what prop bets are, they're kind of all the fun little things that happen. Can be what color is the Gatorade, the coin toss, national anthem, and player props. So we're going to go through just a couple of player props that we like and maybe you can like as well. Passing yards. There's a prop right now. Matt Stafford. Will he go over or under 278.5 yards? And Joe Burrow is 273.5. What do you guys like, over or under on those?
Well, I would definitely say for the Rams, they've not had to lean on that run game. They've had to lean on Stafford. And 278 is a big number, but it's Stafford. I think I could easily see them both going over 300. Probably would lean much more so with Stafford going over that number than Burrow.
I think both teams would need to pass to win this game. I know for a fact that Matt Stafford has been able to hit 275 in most of the playoff games this year. I definitely think Matthew Stafford will hit that. And I think in order for Cincinnati to even keep it close, Joe Burrow will definitely have to hit 273.
I'm going to go under on both of them. I think it's going to take a little while for these teams to kind of feel each other out. Let's skip the rushing yards because both teams, they don't have to. But the one rushing prop that I want to is going to be Matt Stafford. Does he run for more or less than 5.5 yards?
I think they
know what they're doing.
I think they're going to win. And so that said, does he get that last chance to ice the game by kneeling? And that will definitely affect this.
Ooh, that is also a prop that we're going to talk about, the last play of the game.
I'm going under on this.
I'll go over. I do actually see him doing something about scrambling and surprising everybody and getting into the end zone for I don't know, maybe 5 yards, and then tack on another surprising run at some other point in the game.
5.5 just seems low even for Stafford. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Matt here. I'm gonna go with the over on this. So let's go receiving yards real quick. We got Cooper Kupp, 102.5. Over or under?
It's like Vegas knows. It's like they know. I'm gonna go over on this. I think he hits 110.
Okay.
I'm gonna go under. And I say this because I think Van Jefferson is going to get a good amount of yardage.
With saying that, Van Jefferson is 34.5. Do you like the over on that?
Oh, yeah.
I like it. And
just on a whim here.
Just so everybody knows, Odell Beckham is 63.5 on that. Jamar Chase, 78.5. T. Higgins, 68.5. Then, of course, you have the touchdown scores. So how that works is, so for instance, Cooper Kupp is minus 165. So minus $1.65 for every dollar that you bet, you will win. He is 165, so he is obviously the favorite to get a touchdown score. The highest one in the entire match is Trayvon Williams at plus 4,000. Trenton Irwin, Stanley Morgan Jr., Buddy Howell, Jake Funk, all in the couple thousand. Couple of props just to think about. Let's go into some fun ones. The national anthem is going to be sung by Mickey Guyton. The over-under on this, 95 seconds. We're going to go over or under on the national anthem.
Well, I'm no expert on this, quite like Matt is, but I will say this. Hearing this every year, this is one of those prop bets that you hear about every single Super Bowl. It always goes over. I remember one year it was around 95 seconds, and I think it went to like 115 seconds or something crazy like that. So I'm going over on this.
I'm just going off of recency bias, and also one of my favorite performers, Alicia Keys, went like 3 minutes. I say easily over. I don't care how long she's taken in other national anthem performances. This is the Super Bowl. Make your money, take your time, go for it.
It always goes over. Super Bowl, like you said, they're on the spotlight. They're taking their time. I always go with the over on that one. Now we get into the coin toss. All right. Are we going to pick correctly? Heads or tails? What do you pick?
Tails never fails.
I actually go heads.
Split there. They're both at minus 103 because obviously it's a 50-50 shot. So I always go tails. I go with the whole tails never fails. Then they have team to win the coin toss. Is it going to be Cincinnati or the Rams?
I'm going to go with Cincinnati, the away team. Well, actually, no, they're the home team. They're technically the home team. I'm going to go with the Rams. They're the technical away team here.
That's a good point. I'll go with the Rams as well.
I'm just going to go Bengals. It's a year of the Tiger. Whoever wins the coin toss, will they win the game?
Yes.
No.
And I'm going to go yes, just because Brandon was so confident in it. But that's at minus 111. And now we have one of the biggest performances of the Super Bowl halftime show. Who is going to perform first is one of them. Mary J. Blige is the favorite to perform first, with Eminem as the high favorite to perform last, or not first.
I would go with Blige, but I don't think that she should be performing first.
I agree. I don't think she should, but I just want to toss the wild card out there in Kendrick Lamar, yet let the youngest go first.
That's what I was thinking. My initial reaction was going to be Lamar first. That's another prop bet. And then the other one, this one's a plus 145. Will all 5 of them team up to perform one song?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I hope so. I feel like they better.
Vegas is thinking that they all don't team up to sing the same song. Last but not least, will Snoop Dogg smoke on stage is plus 225.
Well, it is California on national TV. He's Snoop Dogg. Of course he's gonna. If not, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I want this to be fun.
I would. I maybe not even in front of the camera, like on purpose. They may just catch him on the side, taking a blunt out, and he may not care. He may just see it.
If that hits, that's plus 225. Is there going to be overtime? Because there's been so many, and this one is surprising because yes is plus 950 that there's overtime, but no is 2,000 minus 2,000. So not a lot of money to be made on that one.
I'm gonna go no. I think it could be close, but I don't think that money's there, like you said.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But if I was the one putting money in, I'd just say, why not say yes? I mean, that's what I want. So let's will it into existence.
Kind of wrap it up. You win the Super Bowl. What happens? The coach gets covered in Gatorade. What color Gatorade? And orange is typically always the favorite. Orange is 200. Then none. No Gatorade. Just water or anything else, or just doesn't get there. 300. Blue, yellow, lime, green is all into one. Clear, red or pink, and purple is plus 1,000.
I'm going red.
I was just thinking red. I don't know why. I think for some reason I remember the Rams using a red Gatorade in some year. I don't remember.
As far as the colors, it has been orange 5 times, blue 3 times, clear 4 times, yellow 3 times, purple twice, and none 4 times, meaning water, not Gatorade or some other substance. So I'm going to go blue. If I was to drink Gatorade, it would be the blue Gatorade. And then the position of the player that pours the Gatorade on the coach. Offense, defense, or both?
I'm going defensive line.
Same. Yeah, that's the first thought.
See, I'm going to go offense because that is statistically the one that usually does it, somebody on the offense. But you never know because the offense could be taking that knee. And then the last one is going to always be the MVP, who Vegas currently thinks is going to be the MVP. Stafford, then Burrow, then Kupp, then Chase, Donald, and then Beckham Jr. is plus 2,500.
Stafford's the safe play. Burrow's the heart play. I'm going to go with Chase.
No, I'm a guy that likes to see the defensive guys win. I mean, we've already got a Super Bowl MVP on one of the teams, and he's on the defensive side in Von Miller. I'm liking Aaron Donald, or I like Trey Hendrickson on the Bengals side.
Ooh, I'm going to go Cooper Kupp, plus 700. All right, well, that's all I got for props for the coverage. And guys, this is the last football of the year. I can't thank you guys enough for doing all this, and I can't thank everybody enough for watching this. So again, take a look at all of the information in the description below for not only our social medias, but all the extra bonus plays. Enjoy and best of luck. Take care, everybody.